This is Ida of Created to Create. Welcome back to my channel. If you are not 18 years or older, this video content is not intended for you. Today I have a project share. Um, I want to share with you what I used to create first. I did pick up this digital paper on Etsy, and it's called Blue Christmas. And I did manipulate the sizes to have it just different sizes for what I wanted to do. And but you can print them out like full sheets like this, or you can make them smaller like I did here. And then here I made them even smaller. So there's a total of, here's one of the pieces. There is a total of, I think it's 11 sheets in this particular pack. I think one of them's a carriage. There's different ones in here, but these are the ones that I chose to play with. I will link them in the description box below. Again, this is a digital paper, which means you would print it out at home. I highly recommend that you get matte photo paper to print it out, and put your settings on the highest quality or the best quality when you print it out, because that's how you're going to get the true colors of what it's supposed to be. So I always print on matte photo paper, and you can get it in different thicknesses. I try to get mine, I'm going to say maybe a 220, 240 GSM, or something like 80 or 90 pound. That works really, really well. But definitely print it on matte photo paper, because that's when you're going to get the best results. So I'll share it in the description box below. I also played with my new All Occasions tag dies, and I used the Merry Christmas from this one. I will link everything in the description box below. I did use my new poinsettia die. I'm kind of surprised, you guys, because I thought that this one was going to do really well, because it's very, very pretty. Um, but this really hasn't done well, and I am very, very surprised, because this is my all-time favorite. So I will continuously play with that one. And then I played with, I also used my All Occasions gift bag die, and I used the strip, the border strip that doesn't have anything on it, and I didn't punch anything on it either, because that one was designed that if you wanted to, if you had a small punch and you wanted to have something else on the borders on top, you would be able to use your small punches to do that. That way, it's kind of very versatile. That it can be birthday, it can be whatever occasion, as long as you have a punch small enough for the scallops on the border piece. So that's what my purpose of this bag was. And then I played with the new money envelope. And I did not use the sentiment, the For You sentiment, because I was making a Christmas project, because my girls and my sons are all mature adults, and they have grown kids of their own, and they they do whatever they want, they buy. They really don't go without. They all work. So, they don't really need anything from me, but I like to give them something, So I usually do gift cards, because if I do money, they won't take it. But I do gift cards, and I like to add, like, give them some little treats that they like. So that's what I created today, just one of my bags, because it's not really, really big, and it's not real small either. So I can definitely add, some goodies and stuff like that in there for them, plus, the gift card or whatever I'm going to give them. So these are the dies that I used, and I will link them in the description box below. Let me set them aside. I also use this ribbon. This looks to be about 1 inch wide. Let me see. Yep, it's a 1-inch ribbon. And this is where the tags, because they have the big loop, that's where this came in handy, because the tags, it was a happy mistake as far as I'm concerned, because see how wide that ribbon is, but because the hole on the tag is bigger, these tags are perfect for gift giving. And I was actually just texting my friend Jacqueline, and she said she was going to do a video because she picked them up, and she said these are perfect for when you're gift wrapping, to pass that loop through the ribbon when you're gift wrapping some gifts. So I thought that was a great idea. I personally used them for the handles on my bag because I wanted to use this wider ribbon, and this is a velvet ribbon that my daughter had picked up. I'm not even sure where she got it, but she bought it for her wedding. She just had her wedding, and we ended up for the cake, and I ended up not using it, and so I brought it home with me so I could play with it. I didn't want to leave it there because, you know, we're always buying ribbon, and then that's my favorite color, that dusty blue, and I don't know what the name is here. It's considered a fall ribbon, but I don't know where it came from. It came from Hobby Lobby, you guys. Hobby Lobby, and it is velvet, a velvet ribbon. So I use that. I also use my Martha Stewart pine needle branch punch, and I used a 1-inch circle punch for my project. So let me move these out of the way and let me share with you what I created. First, I created a holder, for a money holder with my new die. Look at how gorgeous that is. And then I actually manipulated the digital paper where it was small enough that I could cut out the, I kind of cropped it, and, you know, measured how long I needed, tall I needed it to be, and how wide. That way I could cut it out with my die and place it there. Now, there's two ways you can do this. I did cut it out with the gold, this one that has the notched out corners. And then I went in and cut off where the stitch line was because I wanted you to see a small border of the gold. But if like that's too much trouble for you, you can actually just cut a rectangle and center this die in the center of that rectangle. So when you cut this one out, it'll fit right in place. And I had a piece right here that I had cut out because I wanted to share with y'all what, here it is, what I was talking about. So I could have definitely just used this, but I see I didn't cut it straight or anything. It was an afterthought. But you can actually cut the die out of a gold piece, and then this one you can cut it with the die, and you could inset it into this frame right here, and it would look really, really nice. But of course you would need to make sure it's nice and square or rectangle, and then center your die there. So that's the only reason I kept this, to share it with you guys. Now it's going in the garbage. So that's another way to do that. But I love the way it looks. I could have added dimension underneath, but I didn't really want any dimension for this. But I love, love, love the way it is. Again, I use my dusty blue paper back here. This is the Anna Griffin gold foil paper. And then here is the digital paper I picked up from Etsy. And when you, and there's the back. I didn't do anything to the back, but it does have the tear strip. When you get these, it's only 11 papers. I don't know why you download 2 files. I really don't know. But only one of them has the paper in them. So it's only, if you're downloading, you have 11 sheets, that's all that is supposed to be there. So that is the money holder that I created. And then I made a bag with my all occasions gift bag die. Look at how nice this is. And here I just use my Anna Griffin die to cut out a gold frame, and then the inner part, again, I use the other layering piece that goes to this Anna Griffin die. And I couldn't cut it where I had the whole body. It would have to be too small. So I settled for just the face and the shoulder part. And I love the way it looks. Again, I added my dusty blue. I cut my bag in white because I did try another cut, like a color almost like this. And I didn't like the way it looked. It didn't look as nice to me. So I felt that it looked better in the white, or it stood out more in the white. And so that's what I did. The layering stitch, the stitch layer, I added in the dusty blue, Anna Griffin dies. Here is that border that doesn't have anything on it. I didn't punch anything. I didn't do anything. All I did was cut it out in the Anna Griffin Gold. Now you can emboss that and it would look beautiful as well, but I chose not to. And right here is what I'm saying about the tag, that even though the ribbon is wide, this was perfect to thread the ribbon through the tag or the sentiment tag and not have to worry that the hole was really, really small, because this is velvet ribbon and it's kind of thick. And I used the flower, the poinsettia die from the corner pocket to just make a small poinsettia right here. And here's where I used that Martha Stewart pine branch just to add some little gold branches in there. But look at how beautiful that is, and it's a very nice size. So you can use it as a tag, you can make it into a shaker tag, or you can use it just as the sentiment by eliminating the back part, because you do have several layers to this tag set. But I love the way it looks. And here are the handles. Here's where I used that velvet ribbon. Look at how nice that is, and it was the perfect color for what I was working with. And like I said, the hole on here was big enough that I could slide the ribbon in without any trouble. And because of the bigger hole, it also gives you like a little edge here that if you want to glue a bow or a flower or anything, you have enough real estate there that you can do that without it encroaching onto your sentiment too much. Right here, like I could have not done the little branch, but I didn't feel it was, you know, taken away or anything from it. I really like the way it looks. And then in the back, look at that gorgeous pocket. I'm telling you guys, this pocket is real pretty. I cut it out in the Martha Stewart, in the Anna Griffin gold foil paper, the matte gold foil. And now you can see all the little details in the embossing that I put into that design. That way you could cut it out and you would have all the detail, all the lines and all that. And even the berries have that little circle. And I love the way it looks. Right here, I cut it all out in gold. And then I cut out the poinsettia portion, the dies, the poinsettia dies in the blue. And in the scraps of where I cut out that front nutcracker, I had the bottom of that piece left. And I cut out the flowers with that. And I mean, you can't, it looks really, really nice. And I added some gold stickles. And I just kind of alternated between the dusty blue and the printed paper. And then here at the end, I added the little, the corner pocket does come with that center for the poinsettia, and you can see it has detail embossing on it. So I love the way this looks. So if I'm giving my daughters gift cards or money or whatever, I'm giving my grandchildren, because they're old too. They're, you know, they're not little babies anymore that I can buy toys. I didn't glue it down because I'm going to store it flat until I go to use it. So that's why it's loose like that, not because of anything else. But I did cut it out in, I think this is like 120-pound cardstock. So, you know, I can add their goodies in the bag. Doesn't have to be too much of anything. Like one of them likes Bath and Body Works, you know, and I could add some lotions or something in there. One of them likes certain candies like Kit Kats that are from, I don't know, somewhere else. So I could add any treats into the bag and then add their gift card or their money that I'm giving. My grandchildren will take my money now, or the money that I'm giving them in the money holder. But look at how beautiful this all just looks together. I love it. I absolutely love it. I thought about adding Merry Christmas just in the back, but I decided to go ahead and use the tags. And I recalled that it had the bigger hole, so I was able to thread it through my ribbon, even though my ribbon was wide. So that was really a happy, happy, happy accident. I'm going to say I planned it that way. I wish I could say that I planned it that way, but I didn't. But it worked out really, really well. Anyway, that is all that I have to share with you guys. I hope everyone has a great day. I have not forgotten about my Grinch-inspired series that I'm doing. I have created some stuff, but I need to share it, and I'll do that in another video. But for now, this is what I wanted to share, so you guys could see what I did with my new die set. So I have to make plenty of these because, like, all my kids are grown. My grandkids are all grown, so I'm just gonna, like I said, just add some treats and maybe a gift card or cash, depending on who it's for. And this is a lovely, a beautiful presentation. Thanks for watching. I hope everyone has a great day, and God bless. Bye.